Speak English with confidence. You got this. Okay, so you want to speak English with confidence. Like, who doesn't, right? It's like this superpower that unlocks, like, a whole new level of communication and connection. But sometimes it can feel super intimidating, you know? But guys, seriously, don't sweat it. We've got this. In this video, I'm going to share some seriously helpful tips from native speakers that will have you speaking English with, like, so much confidence. Alright, so first things first, practice. I know, you've heard it a million times, but seriously, it's like the holy grail of language learning. Think of it like this. The more you practice, the more comfortable and confident you'll become. It's like riding a bike. Except instead of falling off and scraping your knees, you might just mispronounce a word or two. And guess what? The world will not end. In fact, most people will probably find it endearing. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, either. Just try to incorporate a little bit of English into your daily routine. Talk to yourself in the mirror like, why not? Narrate your life like you're the star of your own reality show. Okay, maybe not that last one, but you get the idea. The point is, the more you use English, the more natural it will feel.
Exactly. The more you immerse yourself in the language, the more second nature it becomes. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're part of the journey.
Okay, so besides practicing yourself, listening to native speakers is like the ultimate cheat code. Podcasts are amazing because you can find ones on literally any topic you can imagine, from true crime to, like, the history of pottery. Movies and TV shows are also great because you can pick up on slang and everyday expressions. Plus, it's way more fun than just studying a textbook, am I right?
But honestly, some of the best listening practice comes from real-life conversations. Chatting with native speakers, even if it's just for a few minutes, can do wonders for your confidence and fluency. Don't be afraid to strike up a conversation with someone at a coffee shop, in line at the grocery store, or even on, like, a park bench. You never know, you might just make a new friend.
Absolutely. So don't hesitate to put yourself out there. The more you engage, the more you'll improve. Chapter 3. Vocabulary. Because words are your new best friends. Okay, let's talk vocabulary. The more words and phrases you know, the more confident you'll feel expressing yourself in English. But don't stress about memorizing like a million words at once. That's just a recipe for a headache.
Instead, focus on learning new words that are relevant to your interests and everyday life. If you're really into fashion, for example, start learning the names of different clothing items, designers, and trends. Or if you're a total foodie, expand your culinary vocabulary by looking up new recipes, ingredients, and cooking techniques. The key is to make it fun and engaging.
Chapter 4. Embrace the awkward conversations are your playground. Okay, this is a big one. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Seriously, everyone makes mistakes, especially when they're learning a new language. It's totally normal to stumble over your words, mispronounce things, or even have to ask someone to repeat themselves like a million times. It's all part of the learning process. Chapter 5. Stay positive and patient because Rome wasn't built in a day. Learning a language takes time and effort, so it's important to be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. Don't get too caught up in comparing yourself to others or putting too much pressure on yourself to be perfect.
Remember, everyone learns at their own pace, and the most important thing is to simply enjoy the journey. And hey, if you ever feel discouraged, just remember why you started learning English in the first place. Was it to travel the world, connect with new people, expand your career opportunities? Whatever your reason, keep that motivation close to your heart and use it to fuel your language learning journey.
Outro! You've got this! Seriously! So there you have it, guys. 5 tips to help you speak English with confidence. Remember, practice makes perfect, or at least way less awkward. So get out there and start chatting. Listen to native speakers, expand your vocabulary, and most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes. The more you embrace the learning process, the more confident and fluent you'll become.